Hello, 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 and welcome to day 5. Live on day 5. You know, I was trying not to get corny, but there you have it, live on day 5. Welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world watching me live. Today's day 5. That rhymed unintentionally. So, my name is Brenda Ramos. I am a transformational growth coach, a Reiki master, and a divine feminine embodiment leader. And I am here. I'm here with you these 30 days. Wait, did I mention it's day 5 of my 30-day Facebook Live challenge? I'm getting all mixed up. That's all right. And the reason that I'm doing this is not just visibility. I talked about visibility. It's really fucking hot here. My heat is kicking in. I gotta take this off. Talked about visibility and me wanting to be visible for all of you. What I haven't mentioned is, or I mentioned briefly, is that I want to support you in creating a life of purpose and joy on your own terms as your true self. So what we're doing, or what I'm doing here on these live videos, is giving you some personal stories, some tips and tricks to help you live a more full, a more joyous, joyful life as yourself. Okay, we might be looking for some improvement, improving certain situations, improving certain aspects of our lives. I'm here. This is what I do. This is my calling. This is how I'm called to serve all of you. And I love it. It's something that I cannot imagine my life without. So I hope that you are able to take advantage of me and my knowledge and my goofiness and my silliness and my nervousness, because it's day 5 and I had to take my sweater off because as soon as I get on this live, pits are sweating. This is not natural for me, and I'm vulnerable here. I'm vulnerable in a way that I've never been with all of you. So, what do I want to talk about today? I'm going to remind myself to keep checking to see if there are any comments. If you have comments or questions, please post them so that I can take a look and answer them while we're live. So, what I want to talk to you about today is self-compassion. Self-compassion. Practicing compassion towards yourself, being your own very best friend, okay? How many times have we used some really nasty language with ourselves? How many times have we called ourselves really mean names? Ooh, I forgot to put lip gloss on. That's fine. I'm going to practice self-compassion and let it go. So, normally when we make a mistake, we are in the habit of getting down on ourselves right away. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Oh my God, I can't believe that shit. How did I fuck up like this? I'm such an idiot. I'm so stupid. I'm such a dummy. Does that sound familiar? Is it more likely that you are talking to yourself in that way than in a more compassionate way? And one of my teachers, Dr. Bental Shahar at Whole Being Institute, talked about it in the sense of giving ourselves permission to be human. We are human. We're all human. We all mess up. I mess up on a regular. And I remind myself to be human. I give myself permission to be human. Like, I was reviewing the video, I don't remember what night it was. It might have been night 2. And I noticed how many times I was saying in the conversation. And my knee-jerk reaction was, oh, fucking Brenda, why are you so... Chances are, you may not have even realized it until I pointed it out. But we're so hypercritical of ourselves that we notice the smallest mistakes in ourselves, the smallest quirks that we consider to be bad. The smallest mistakes set us off, calling ourselves names and being so mean to ourselves. So I've got a couple of tips to help you practice self-compassion. First one is to think, imagine someone who you really, really, really love. Someone who is extremely dear to you, who you may not interact on a regular basis with, or maybe they're no longer with us. I kind of think of my grandmother, who passed away many, many years ago. How would you talk to someone like that? How would I talk to my grandmother if she made a mistake? If she spilled something, a bottle of nail polish on my favorite jeans? Would I go off on her? Would you go off on that person whom you love? Maybe it's a child. Maybe it's even you as a 2-year-old, 3-year-old. Would you call that child horrible names and call them stupid and call them idiots and call them, piece of crap or garbage, or how the fuck can you do this? What the fuck is wrong with you? Who the fuck do you think you are? My internal dialogue here and there has been really, really terrible. And I think it's common. I think a lot of us experience that to one degree or another. And it's time for us to stop. Stop talking to yourself like you're the worst person in the world. Victor, I see you. Thanks for the comment. Stop talking to yourself like you hate yourself. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe there's certain reasons. Maybe it's based on how people spoke to you when you were a child. It's okay to stop that right now. You have a choice. And the moment that you realize that those thoughts, that internal dialogue is going to, man, Brenda, you're such a fucking idiot. Why the fuck did you do that again? Here you are, over and over again, making the same damn mistake. As soon as you hear that internal dialogue, stop. Pause. I'm all about breath. I talked about meditation yesterday and how to control your breath. Pause. Breathe. Is that my brother, Andre? Andresito lindo. I love you, Andre. Pause. Take a breath. Notice that internal dialogue that you currently have in that moment and choose something different. Okay, I made a mistake. All right. Okay. Maybe I made this mistake 10 other times. I'm human. It's okay. I'm going to take this as an opportunity to be aware so that I don't make the same mistake again. Right? So you have a choice. Notice your internal dialogue. Pause. Take a breath. And change the story about yourself. You can even say something like, I used to, normally I would call myself an idiot right now, but I'm learning to change that. Sometimes we can't go from mean self-talk to loving self-talk right away. So we can gradually work up to it. So if you find it challenging after that pause, if you find it challenging to change the story or change the self-talk, come to a midway point. I used to say these things. Now I know I can choose differently. So there you have it. I hope that was helpful. I look forward to hearing how compassionate you are with yourself, how self-compassion has changed. I look forward to hearing about the times that you've given yourself permission to be human. You are human. You're bound to make mistakes, many mistakes throughout the day, throughout the week, and that's okay. Forgive yourself. Change the dialogue that you have. Give yourself permission to be human and start shifting that internal dialogue. Okay, I used to think normally I would say I'm an idiot. Right now, I'm going to say I'm learning. Right now, I'm going to choose to say I'm growing. So I hope that helped. Tell me if it works for you. Ask me questions. Yes, Victor, you're so right. You have to love yourself always. And sometimes it's really, really hard. And it's in those moments that it's really, really, really hard to love yourself as you are, to practice self-compassion. Think about someone who you love in your life that you would never speak down to. And see yourself in that person. So there you have it. That's my quick live for today. Actually, I realized that I was neglecting Instagram for doing Facebook Live. So I'm going to hop onto Instagram. If you're an Instagram follower, get yourself over there. Brenda Ramos 09. Announcement. Ladies, goddesses, fierce, beautiful maven vixens of my life. May 5th, we start our Divine Feminine Embodiment Movement and Coaching Program. And I look forward to seeing you there. The responses have been overwhelming. I'm so excited to get going. I'm introducing some new exercises and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So I look forward to seeing you all there. That's it for tonight. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing, liking, commenting. And stay tuned for tomorrow, day 6 of my 30-day Facebook Live challenge. I love you guys.